What a freaking week for a guy like Crimsix in the Dallas Empire. Maybe I should say over the past 2 weeks. Already a second place, now a chip so far throughout Call of Duty League. Then it gets announced that all of that's going to be moved online. And as of recent news, as expected, with their victory in CDL LA, the last homestand we will see this season, rest in peace, and that coronavirus 10 keeps on spreading throughout everything. But as expected, now updated, it's actually Crimsix officially the top earner in all of Call of Duty Esports of all time, which is pretty crazy to see, just actually overtaking his former teammate, that being Karma. And in third place is his current teammate Clayster as the list. Yes, and by the way, if you notice anything particular about this list, it's not Crimsix only being the top earner in Call of Duty now, but officially the top earner of all time throughout Call of Duty and console history. That's actually the top console list for all controller players out there. Who reigns supreme? Crimsix. But speaking of which, with all of this being moved online, shall we be worried about the kids any longer? There's no reason to be timid. There's no reason to be nervous anymore. Dallas Empire alongside Crimsix could continue to dominate along the likes of FaZe and others who can show up online, which we will find out shortly once the homestand dates now online are actually announced. As of right now, we have no dates for those online events. Other news out there which could be very big but also is very confusing, that being the future of Censor. As New York did state on their Twitter a couple days back, they will be increasing their flexibility and including their entire lineup in their scrims and their practices, where beforehand it was actually Censor who has really not touched anything beside 10s, and even in 10s we've seen him wait hours and hours and hours and not be chosen. He now actually gets team practice with his current teammates, and yesterday he did show up and managed to beat FaZe at least once. I do believe their map count against FaZe was actually 2-6. You win 2 of 8 maps, but albeit with the changes they did make, that's still kind of impressive. It's actually for Donnie or Temp. It's a role change. Alongside that, accuracy is out, zero's out already, and so we actually have 2 subs and a role change for Donnie, and they still beat FaZe twice. Albeit pretty impressive, by the way. And yes, they ran it up on FaZe, at least one of the map counts that Doug did show in his video. I will link that video down below for all of you guys. My favorite part is Censor, you're a subliner, okay? You got to know that. I know you play alongside teammates that are also formerly alma mater in a FaZe clan, but don't be saying this stuff.
To sit out Lamar, move Donnie to the main AR, and then put me in, and I'm playing like the more objective, rotating, like soaking the hill, you know, like that type of role, because that's what I really do best. And they threw me in versus the best team in the game. So like my very first scrim I ever had was versus the best team. And you guys know who the best team is? It's FaZe. You know, my old team, FaZe clan. FaZe up forever, man.
You're a goddamn subliner, Doug! I don't know why I kind of just I pictured his dad saying that, but his dad's probably a hardcore FaZe fan because he probably thinks FaZe clan treated him better, albeit they didn't really treat him very well either. Now we're talking about something I shouldn't be talking about. Either way, despite having no clue if he's going to play, I know, guys, I have made some pretty bold videos, and I understand if you guys are a bit offended by those videos I have made based off preseason comments. I didn't think many Call of Duty subs would be used. I think a lot of top CEOs and owners out there would have agreed. We're obviously using a ton of subs out there. I've also made a video saying Censor won't play this season, albeit it still reigns true, but at this point in time, I have no idea if they're going to give him a shot or not. I just feel bad already because it seems like they're setting him up to fail, scrimming against FaZe, supposedly might be scrimming against Dallas Empire, albeit they did okay given the circumstances against FaZe. Even then, if he does get a chance, it's online events. I can already see if he does well, people are going to say, oh, it's online, it's not LAN. This guy has been set up for failure time and time again. I cannot wait to see if they actually give him a starting shot, and if they do, you guys know I'll be making a video about it, trying to, you know, see what the reaction is of it. Censor, keep doing you, man. Get your shot. Speaking of getting shots out there, of all the stand-ins and subs we have seen, probably the best when it comes to firepower, at least for first appearance, was a guy like Ferocity or FaZe. We talked about him preseason, and certainly a video coming soon on this guy and his comeback. The giant lingering question, though, around this Mutineers roster, do they need a leader? I think all of us know the answer to that. FaZe has firepower, but yes, when you're getting slugged by over 100, it doesn't really matter how many kills you're dropping. Has he earned his spot? I think a lot of us can agree he probably has, but do they need a guy like Preston back in that lineup? So far, we've talked about him, guys. It seems his mental health is taking precedence over, you know, the team in the Call of Duty League. Even when moving online, it seems he is still off this roster. When will Prestinni come back? If he doesn't come back, where is he going? How long till him and Arstes partnered up again? This Mutineers roster, online at least, when the scrims, the few results we have seen so far seem to still be struggling without his presence. Will he make a return, and will it be sometime soon? Until next time, hope you guys all enjoy breaking down Call of Duty esports gaming news every single day, all day long. I haven't really talked to many of you COD fans out there too much, but I hope you all are staying inside, staying clean, all right? Stay away from people, keep an arm's length, even from your parents. Don't trust anybody, all right? God dang it, Doug.